I told Blaise McDonald after the game if there was any justice, this would have been a tie or maybe even a loss for us. Because I thought their team, after being back on their heels pretty good last night, came in and really played us toe-to-toe all night long. And we didn't play anywhere near as thorough as we have to play, and they took advantage of that. And they had some good opportunities in the first two periods, and I was glad to see Rojas play so well. I thought their goaltender played really well also. I'm sure that he's happy because they had puck was jumping in the net for us last night. It certainly wasn't tonight because the goaltender stood on his ears at times, made some big saves. But when you don't play your best and you win, you might say that's pretty good, but I would feel a lot better if this was a road game instead of a home game, because this is the third game in a row that we haven't shown. We've played so much better on the road than we have at home as far as thoroughness for 60 minutes. And we just seem to be more la-di-da at home, and we've got to get that out of our system. The best we played tonight was the last 10 minutes of the third period. There was no question about that. And I guess in a way we would be very upset if we had lost this game, if that was the third period and this was us and this was them. They only got one grade A shot that whole period, and that was the goal. But at the same time, they played pretty well the first two periods. Roiza played well. I thought that Trevino's line played well. Chiasson had a good night. I don't think anybody really played, with the exception of maybe Escobedo and Noonan. I don't think anybody on the club had a great three-period game. But when the crunch time came, we all were much more determined, that's for sure.
So, like you say, falling behind a lot this season is a little worrisome. On the other hand, 4 come from behind games. It's encouraging about the resilience.
Yeah, and one-goal games. We've got a lot of those. I think every game but one has been a one-goal game, and of course the tie game. So we played in some tight games, and that's good for a young team as well.
Obviously played most of the game with only 5 defensemen. Can you just talk about how that changed strategy?
The thing that changes the most is the power play, because he's a right shot, and we usually play him with David Wasowski on the point in the power play, so that put us a little bit different look. Other than that, I think that you can play with 5 defensemen. The problem is he's one of our best defensemen, but you can play with 5 defensemen and not get too tired, So it wasn't like that was a huge throughout the third period. It wasn't that big a deal. We didn't seem to be getting legless out there from a defensive point of view. So I would say the biggest adjustment, missing him the most was missing him on the power play.
Mentioned the young thoroughness and the future games now not playing up to par. I'm just wondering if you have any any theories or anything that you think you can attribute that to, or what you think is maybe causing that.
El Nino.
The power play had trouble getting shots. Was that the result of talking about the adjustments?
No, it wasn't as if we can't run a power play without number 7 out there. And I think we had 9 shots in the power play, so that's not bad, So.
It was the second period now.
Yeah. I just think that when we hit them a lot on the power play too. They blocked a lot of shots, and especially in the power play, we just kind of stared it down and drilled it right into them. But we had some pretty good chances, especially right at the crease. We were on the doorstep a couple times in the power play.
Well, you might have touched on that already, and maybe it's an obvious answer. That first goal they scored, wake-up call for your team. You seemed to really, after that, obviously you won the game 2-0.
Yeah, it was almost like, okay, now we'll play. Or it might even been, oh my God, we got to play now. But it was something along those lines, and I thought we picked it up. But it started to come a little bit before that, and then, as I say, they didn't get much going for them on the third period. But after they scored, certainly, that was the 9-minute mark, and we picked it up from there for sure.
This is a good test for the team. Seeing a team back-to-back nights, the same team, and the second night obviously they were used to each other, and maybe have to change things up.
No, I think what usually happens is if you look at the scores when you play the same team, that let's say you win 10-1 the first night, then it's a battle the second night. Let's say you win 3-2 the first night, then usually the other club wins 3-2 the second night, or it's a tie. Playing the same team back-to-back is emotionally, whoever wins feels a little too comfortable, and whoever loses feels like we got to get back at it. And I think it was an example tonight. I thought we were too comfortable, and I thought Lowell played a hell of a game.
A whole lot of positives, as you say, the first couple of periods, but I thought the defensemen played really well in front of roll highs here with rebounds, clearing pucks out probably 5 times. Bit of an open net, and the guys came and stuff.
Yeah. And we did that last night a lot too in a rink that the puck comes out front all the time. So it's really, but I think we're much more, we're in better position because of our D zone, and we're much more alert to protect the weak side and the far pipes and that type of stuff.
You guys had to kill off that 5-minute penalty in the first period, and I think you actually might have outshot Lowell on that. Can you talk about what was working effectively for you guys, especially standing them up the blue line?
When Blaze McDonald was here, we played the power play rush that he plays. He's been playing it ever since. We've played it every once in a while, but he plays power play rush that we played, and he plays what I refer to as the BU power play, because it's something we always ran as the BU power play, and we know it pretty well. So it's a little easier for us to take that away, anyways, and then they have to do something else. So, and they do something else, but we get them out of the 2 most comfortable things. In the zone, they want to play BU. We take that away. And on the initial rush, we take away the quick out, which means they're going to do something else. So it's a real good power play rush, and it's a real good power play. And they've had a lot of success in their power play over the last couple of years because of that. I saw them play Nebraska Omaha, and they got 3 power play goals all in the rush, all just by going boom, 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 and 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2, goal. If you don't know what they're doing, it's dangerous. If you do know what they're doing, it's pretty easy to stop. It's pretty easy to stop that and make them do something else.